Hello fellow gamers and welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. So in the last episode we kind of eventually got the Fountain of Joy created, and it kind of built up with all of those metal blocks that we kind of built on the way to get. And you know, because of that, our kind of well-being kind of really skyrocketed. It was kind of 44 at one point. I can see some of them have been like closer to 50. So we are kind of well on our way, kind of improving things on that. We are kind of getting a few less vacancies in jobs and stuff like that. Basically what I've been doing is just closing down things. We've had a few gathering flags, a few like kind of woodcutters, that kind of thing. But to be honest, like kind of like now that we've kind of got through the incident of the bad water, we kind of got to where we could start kind of like trimming down on stuff, like unwanted jobs we can kind of get rid of. So we're in a better position than we were now. So I think, you know, today we're going to kind of continue just to kind of clean up this area, start off just getting that. So that's just looking so much better now. We do have a lot more space that we could actually make a bit more kind of industrial kind of items. Maybe we can look to get, you know, another carousel going. They are quite expensive when it comes to metal blocks, because I am kind of want to focusing on the kind of bot assemblers and all the kind of components that go towards that. So today's episode, let's get us going with see if we can get some robots created today. That is going to be our kind of main goal in this episode, is to try and kind of really kind of get to where we can automate everything. With robots, they do work 24/7, so you don't have to kind of rely on kind of day-night cycles as the other beavers kind of do. They, like I say, you can work them 24 hours, but by doing that you do kind of make them more hungry, more thirsty, so we kind of want to avoid that. So that is the goal today. So to start off with, where are we with things? Okay, so we need metal blocks for each of the factories. So we have planks, which we're kind of running a little low on. Gears, again, we're running low on that. Metal blocks, we're running low on that. So we're kind of running low on everything right now. We do have kind of a lot of kind of smelters and stuff, so we are kind of creating a lot of different kind of metal blocks through all of them. This is going pretty fast. I think this is the first one I put down. Okay, so we got plenty of stuff there. I just want to make sure we are prioritizing. Some of these got built while I was kind of salvaging the situation, so I just want to make sure the haulers are going to be kind of prioritizing each of those buildings. Makes it easier, just means they can focus on kind of crafting all the materials that we need so that they can continue to do that. So wanted to do a little bit more on this section here, just put a few little kind of bits of dynamite here, just kind of reposition the stairwell. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of drop one more level on this and then one more level on that. So once this is all built, I'll basically kind of destroy that, and then we can kind of drop one more, and then we can kind of make something of this area. Again, all we're doing now is just really kind of fine-tuning and kind of repeating things. Oh, printing press. Let's make some books. Again, that's going to be increasing our kind of well-being even further. Let's make sure we have some storage. Just a small warehouse will do for that one, I think. Where are books? There we go. Okay, so we have another bad tide. So this is going to be the test on whether or not we can kind of survive that. These need to be prioritized right now. So we've got 3 days to do that. So I want to make sure that we have all of these, all the metal blocks. I know it's metal blocks, but we really do need to get that done. So planks, 10 planks, we should be, well, we got 14 in storage, should be fine. Metal blocks, where are we with them? We have 3. We should be fine. We got 3 days to do that. I'm going to build these, then detonate this. So let's kind of get to there. Right. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can finally kind of be in a position where bad tides don't bother us. Droughts are fine, you know, no problem with any of the droughts. They just kind of, yeah, no one's using that. Yeah, droughts, kind of like our biggest worry with droughts is just kind of getting through, depending on how long it is. You know, we have enough water, I mean, it looks like we are kind of running less water. So speaking of which, we can build out that. So let's, I think we demolish this. And then we build large pump here and here. And then we can just build these up to here like that. Then I think as well, just to kind of make it nice and neat, I'll just put a large storage in there. And then I can prioritize this for haulers, and then these guys, whoever kind of end up working there, it'll just kind of like back and forth on that one. Okay. So now that we have these built, let's do that and detonate. Okay, so that's currently working fine as it's intended. We might be able to make it one wider if needs, because we do have, yeah, let's just be on the safe side. Prioritize this. Actually, we can prioritize all of them. Maybe I just don't build that one quite yet. And I can high prioritize that. And then what I can do is I can build a suit on this one once it's done, and then dynamite that if needs be. Hopefully it won't come to that. Okay. Alrighty. So, plenty buildings being made. That has absolutely no use whatsoever. No one seems to be using any of the campfires for some reason. I did kind of start off on another dance hall. I was finding that there was just not enough space for all the ones that we had. I mean, you can see here 3, 6, 7, 8, so we can only do like what, 16, 20 at a time. So the fact that we have 120 just means that we gotta, you know, make a few more. These guys do kind of use them throughout the day. It's not just a nighttime thing. But the more kind of bots we kind of create, the less we have to have them working, and the more we can have them kind of just enjoying their kind of well-being. Okay, so we are almost at the end of day 15. And let's have a look on how this bad time goes. Just get that in there, high prioritize that, high prioritize that. Yeah, I'm just going to detonate these, just so we're not kind of creating too much of a kind of splash when we get there. Okay, here is the big there we go. Let's see if this works. I actually want to close that this time, and I just want to monitor how it looks. I'm really hoping that it does work. What I can do as well is I can make this and this, so we can build a bigger reservoir for when we're doing the water pumps on this one. Okay, so how is this looking? So this should shut off as soon as this gets around here. Let's also open you, close. Yep, that should be fine. keep an eye on this, because it looks like this is going to be the first thing to hit. Although, see, that is starting to kind of come through right there. So this should close off, because when the contamination's above 5, so that one's closed off. Next one to close off. Yep, there we go, that one's closed off. This is a bit stagnant. I don't like how this is just not flowing at all. Let's just open it. I'm just to get a little bit of flow going, and then I'll just do this into auto, which should still flow. Yep, it's still flowing. Looking good. These are all closed off. Okay. That didn't really do any contamination, so that's fine. Now the big question is this raising? So there it is. There's the level. I'm gonna just leave my mouse there like that. Are we in trouble? It is opening a little bit, but is that just the? Is that? I think it might be. I think it's raising slightly, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we need one more here. I don't want this to close. Yeah, so that's always going to stay open. Let me just fast forward time a little bit. Doesn't look like anything's going up anymore. This is all dried out now. Alright, now I can detonate this. Oh, nope, wrong one. Okay. So this is looking good. I think we've finally... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I think that was just the detonation. Detonation. False alarm. We should be fine. Okay. It's not going up. Doesn't look like it. It's also an 8-day bad tide. So I think if we didn't do it this time, we would have been... Yeah, this probably would have been the run over, because 8 days of bad tide would have just killed everything. Alright, so we are in good shape now. So these are all still working. I kind of don't want to do that because these guys will get sick. So I'll just pause that for now. I don't want to build them. What I can do though is I'm going to build a little platform. It is temporary. Just because I want to get these things connected so that we can still kind of build while we're kind of in the bad tide. Because right now the only thing that's kind of working is these, but these are working at like, I mean, you can see here, we're getting like 2,000. So actually, no, it's not too bad. The main section is kind of getting power, so that's good. It's just these ones have all stopped. Okay. Let's build this over here. And then, yeah. So I think we have survived this bad tide. Awesome. Finally. It's only taken 17 cycles to build a system that's good enough. Right now. Object above block demolition. Okay, so we need to clear this. We need to clear the stairs. So we can demolish that. And we're up to 45. Even during the bad tide, we're actually getting kind of better well-being. So that's awesome. How we're getting on this? Metal blocks, yep. What are we using metal blocks for? Pretty much all of these, right? But we should be producing a lot more metal blocks. So where is it that well, we're finally out of scrap on this section, so we can delete these two here. Well, what else are we using metal blocks for? These need gears, so these need metal blocks, but that doesn't matter. What else are we building that needs metal blocks? These need metal blocks. Is it these? Or is it just, do we not have like anyone producing metal blocks? Is that what it is? Scrap is fine. Logs are fine. Is it just, oh, you know what it'll be? It's just because we don't have enough haulers, that's why. That's why we're going so slow. Yeah, that's the problem. So we're kind of, yeah. So we'll just reduce some workers. We don't really need this many workers right now because we're doing it so fast. I think 6 should be enough for now until we can get kind of a few more haulers. That should speed up things a lot. The injured beavers is really affecting us. I mean, we have 128 now. And looking at that, we have 12 out of the 128. 12 of them are not. Sorry. Yeah, we have 12 that aren't doing it. That's basically a combination of children and incapacitated. Right. I would love to get this built out. If we can. And this should be fine, just leave it as it is. So once the water clears out, we should just be able to be good to go. This water is holding up nice, so this area is staying nice and clean. So remember, it's 8 days. And we still have all of this water. I think what I might do is potentially dynamite this even further. We can do it so that we can get so much more water in here, and then we'll never have to worry about these kind of even in the longer droughts. We should be fine. So we can do all the way down to there like that. Let's we could even probably do it again. Actually, no. I think an extra, given that how deep that is, it should be fine. Because in addition to that, we have these two here as well. Okay. I want to wait till the end of the day for that one so I don't blow up those guys. This building isn't connected to any district. Oh, you know why? That's because we don't have a path on the end there. So that should raise our well-being up even further. And it's not too far pathwise. It's about 50 or so blocks. You can see here, based on this, these guys are going to take a long time to get to, whereas all the green are kind of fine. Alright, so that's the drought over. Very little kind of incidents on that for the rest of the 5 or 6 days or so. Let's just kind of check out just to make sure we are this does close off. Just want to make sure that does. There we go. It's clean, and then should shut off. There we go, and that's it shut off. Little spike there. This should kind of all clean out, and then as soon as this is clean enough, they should also open up once this contamination reaches under 5%. Just making sure. There we go. A little bit of a blip. Let's just make sure it's kind of all. I think maybe we bring that up to about 10%, because that is kind of overspilling quite a lot. I am just going to kind of open that for now, just to reduce things just a little bit. So I think we need to kind of tweak this just a little more. I think maybe close. Nah, it should be okay. So yeah, I think just raise this to about maybe 10%, maybe even just 15, just to kind of make sure it is kind of doing that. Great. Okay, so these don't actually have any connection right now. The reason is because I just cleaned up this just a little bit, detonated that. What I also did is I kind of added a couple of mud pits, so they're going to get them made real quick. That should take our wellness up a little bit more. I can unpause this now as well, just so we can finish off the rest of the connections, although these guys are kind of working away at them pretty well. But what we need to do is we need to kind of, I don't think we need to build that, to be honest. I'm going to anyway, but yeah, this one should be a priority. And then just making sure that that connection there, yeah, that all connects up. But it kind of ends here on this because this section is only by this stairwell. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we're all kind of good to go on there. Gonna kind of detonate that just to make a bit more space. And detonate these as well. So we definitely have, I mean, look at how deep that is now. Okay. I think we can build across. And then build that down there like that. Like I say, right now we're just kind of make sure that we're just trying to clean things up as best we can. We do have access to some scrap there, but I'm not really too bothered about scrap right now. We have over 1,300 and we're kind of working away at this. That is getting pretty much all of it. I think it's just that last bit at the back that it doesn't have access to, so let's stir that up. And then we can make sure that we do have access to it. And we are looking good now. Okay, so priority is to get this last one done here, and then also this stairwell done here. This stairwell will give us access to be able to build these. There we go. So everything should be up and running again. You can see all the kind of workers that kind of didn't have access to it, all kind of running away there, all getting to work halfway through the day, but we'll get there. Need to prioritize this. I'll just leave that there for now. See if we can get away with just doing the one, because we just need one more plank. There we go. Yep, so we don't need that. It was only temporary anyway. And then we need 2 more planks. We've got 25 in storage. We should be fine. Looks like that'll be tomorrow. It does look like we have an unwell beaver. So it looks like one did get contaminated at some point. I wonder how that even happened. Strange. Right. So, time for the recultivator. So we can unlock that. We've got our kind of beavers in a very good position. 20,000 science. We can start looking at kind of maybe, so treated planks. We have plenty space, so we can empty that out. That should be relatively quick. What I'll also do is I don't want to do, what, 7 I think it was, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's delete all of that. And I'll mark this for demolition when it empties out everything here. There we go. Okay, so we are making space for that right now. Okay, can we get these robots done? Metal blocks again. I mean, this is what we're waiting for. Metal blocks, metal blocks. As soon as we get metal blocks, we'll be fine. Because that'll be able to create all of these, which will give us materials to build these. Okay. I've really reduced haulers as well. So I'm going to up them to 10 for now and pause it. Just so I know that these are paused. So we only need 4 workers. I'm also going to pause this because we're not really building anything now because we don't really have the materials to build. Is there anyone that I can see sitting around? I mean, to be honest, we can pretty much pause these. We have 7,000 and we're not really doing anything with that right now. We are going to need some science when we get the robots, but for now, we're kind of good. We can unpause this because we have enough workers. There's no point in having people wasting time if we don't. If we have extra. Okay, so yeah, also I did do some kind of additional stuff like the detailing, just to kind of really kind of increase whatever we can. Looking at this, I mean, injury and contamination isn't a great deal, but it's kind of, it does take away from that. I want to try and max out the average well-being as much as possible. Wet fur seems to be an ongoing issue, so I need to figure that out as well. Grilled chestnuts. I thought are these not built? Are these not kind of grown yet? Okay, so 73%, 100%. Okay, so we should be getting chestnuts back soon. While we're kind of waiting on the chestnuts, what we can do is let's get the maple pastries done. So we need a bakery for that, and that needs wheat, flour, maple resin, and then wood. So okay, so not too much. That should be pretty straightforward. Maple pastries. I think these ones take actually quite a long time, don't they? Yeah, so they take 1.5 hours. So maybe we do 2 of them. And then we can build the maple pastries. And then in terms of storage, we can pop the storage here. Make them, where is the maple pastries? Right there. And then we should be good on that. Okay, finery's finally being built. So we can prioritize them. Workers are fine. Okay. So just need a few more metal blocks for that one, which we should be getting plenty now. Do we have anywhere that we can mine? Okay, so yeah, so we can actually build some mines here so we can get some more scrap if we run out. Fine for now. Like I say, we got 1,300. That water is slowly but surely whittling down, so I really kind of need these ones up here built, which they are. Let's prioritize the haulers for now until this is built. Once this is built, we can kind of just switch it out, because that's just going to fill up with water with these two. But for now, we do need haulers to kind of get going with that one. Dirt. How are we looking on dirt? 1,200. Yeah, we got plenty. Just making sure we have enough for that. Okay, I can demolish this now. Okay. Where are we lacking? Chestnuts sorted, maple sorted. Campfires. See, campfires, just no one's using campfires for some reason. More rooftops. I mean, it's not adding a great deal. The dance hall is, though. The dance hall is making a lot of difference. Carousel. No one's using the carousel. And we haven't built the wood pit. So let's prioritize this. And then prioritize that. And then we can get the carousel on the go. I wonder if we need, we're probably going to need a second one. Because that only takes, yeah, it only takes 12 in there. So let's build Another one. Where is the carousel? Carousel is here. There we go. Build that on the side. And then we platform. And then path. Okay, so that is looking pretty nice so far. I'm gonna pause this now. Just want to make sure that we just have everyone working that we can, and then when we have space, have more babies, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you can see this jump up. Dance hall, see there's not many people are using that. I think we maybe make can we make a rooftop terrace anywhere? It has to go atop another building, which is fine. The question is which building? We could go up here. I'm not sure if it's going to get used though. Should be close enough. Now, can we make any use of this? Just having a little look around. Could potentially build one here. Path across, maybe. Ooh. Now, if we can build over here. No, we can't build over here, so we'll get rid of you. Even though you are being used. Then we build yet another rooftop terrace. We'll path that up. And then we can put the contemplation spot over here, so we're not losing out on that. So that's another one. What else can we do? We could build over here. We'd actually build quite a lot over here. Like one here and one here. Does that work? Yeah, we'd have to get rid of you. And put one there. And then that'll do nice there. Okay, great. So that's looking good. And then we can put this gatherer flag back over here. Because that still covers all that we need, because we just need these herbs collected. So that gives us a nice couple of little rooftop terraces there. Already starting to work away on these as well, which is awesome. So we can get that deeper. Right, do we build a couple of rooftops here? Could do. The question is, do we though? Let's just see how that works. See if we can take care of that. Campfire, rooftop, dance hall. Okay. Yeah, it's taken a lot longer now that we have reduced amount. We had to pause all of these, so we need what? Another, I would say 20, so we need 24 to unpause them, plus another 8. Not that we really need science, but okay, prioritize you now that you're built. So we are finally making some robot parts. Almost there with them. Great. Okay, so now that we got all of that sorted, I think we are going to kind of, call it for today. Join us next episode where we will be looking to complete those robots, and then finally we are going to start working on the Recultivator. So Join us next episode, and we will catch you in the next one.